Hi guys, so good afternoon. Welcome back to my magical world. That's me, Frostbite, your favorite celebrity here in the Philippines. It's 12:44 in the afternoon right now, and we are going to continue reading slowly this time kasi um since it's Sunday and you know it's family day and you have to be at home or be somewhere else to be with your family. Let's take it slow. Sobrang nakaka sobrang nakakapagod yung all last week because there's a lot of events and I've been working uh the kind of work that I'm doing right now is not it's kind of want to make you scream sometimes. No, most of the time. So tiring, guys. Like mind, body, and soul. So let's not talk about it. Let's continue. Um, Tama ba? Yeah. So I think I've mentioned the wrong dates from the previous vlogs, but uh, it's consecutive. Don't worry about it. It's consecutive. I know because I've been moving around. Not most of the time right now, pero basta yun guys. Ano naman siya? Nasa chronological order. So let's start. So his life would have lacked the purpose that it had, and inevitably things would have gone wrong. This hidden force within him, like that within the iris he had sketched so many years before, had led to the full flowering of his capacities. He had faithfully followed its guidance to the very end, and having completed his course, now it was time to die. Perhaps his own words, written years before in his notebook, would have come back to him in such a moment, just as a well filled day brings blessed sleep, so a well employed life brings a blessed death. Okay? So, here are some keys to mastery. Relax lang kayo, guys. Kasi ako nga daming there's a lot of thoughts in my head that are circulating. So, among his various possible beings, each man always finds one which is genuine and authentic being. Wait lang. Nakakatawa guys kasi, di ba, I've been using my phone like every day. So, I think medyo a little bit stressful yung few days ko. Few days ago, so, alam mo, nakalimutan ko yung password ng isa kong phone. Which is so crazy. Tapos, I've come back to the places where I used to sit down, where I used to, do something else. Buti naalala ko siya. Kung hindi, hindi niyo ko makikita, guys. Kasi all my files are in there. So, I'm just so happy that I finally remember the password. So, ayun lang. Na-segue ko lang. So the voice which calls him the authentic being is what we call vocation, but the majority of men devote themselves to silencing the voice of vocation and refusing to hear it. They manage to make a noise within themselves to distract their own attention in order to not hear it, and they defraud themselves by substituting for their genuine selves a false course of life. That is by Jose Ortega y Gasset. So, yung sabi nila, it's like, the second to the highest frequency, is gratitude. But the first one is authenticity. We are kind of like, our lives, we're playing a lot of role. So, I hope all of us could find ourselves to be the most authentic. Kasi that's where the magic lies. It's kind of like that's where all the blessings lies when you have become the most authentic self that you must be. What I'm saying is that you have to embody your true self and your true calling. So ako naman, it's like I have been, there's a lot of plans in my head, but hindi ko pa naman siya, like, I'm not taking any initiative right now kasi um I don't know, guys. It's not the time yet. Like, but I'm sure the coming days or the coming weeks kasi sometimes I want to blame a lot of, when there are, when you have given something else, like some task, tapos you're not all, parang the cards are not laid off. Paano ba i-explain sa inyo? Parang hindi, you don't know, all the information right there. You just kind of like sign it. You only have like few details about it. Syempre parang napasubo ka na. Parang ganun. You just have to go through it kasi wala eh. So, let's continue. So, kumbaga, nandun ka na sa bingit ng something else. You just gotta finish it. So, wala ka ng choice. It's not a bad thing, but hindi kasi ako sanay ng ganun. Like, usually, I already know what could possibly be, what are the expected outcomes. Pero kasi, sometimes binibigyan tayo ng mga tasks na like that, which is so annoying, but we just have to finish it. Many of the greatest masters in history have confessed to experiencing some kind of force or voice or sense of destiny that has guided them forward. This is what I'm saying to you guys. Kaya you have to listen to me kasi this book is entirely somewhat connected to what I'm experiencing. That was my cousin. Yan. So, for Napoleon Bonaparte, it was his star, and he always felt in ascendance when he made the right move. For Socrates, it was his demon, I'm not so sure. A voice that he heard, perhaps from the gods, which inevitably spoke to him in the negative, telling him what to avoid. For Goethe, I'm not so sure. He also called it demon, a kind of spirit that dwelt within him and compelled him to fulfill his destiny. In more modern times, Albert Einstein talked to a kind of inner voice that shaped the direction of his speculations. All of these are variations of what Leonardo da Vinci experienced with his own sense of fate. Such feeling can be seen as purely mystical, beyond explanation, or as hallucinations and delusions, but there is another way to see them, as eminently real, practical, and explicable. It can be explained in the following ways. So, all of us are born unique. The uniqueness is marked genetically in our DNA. We are a one-time phenomenon in the universe. Our exact genetic makeup has never occurred before, nor will it ever be repeated. So, it kind of like, if you believe in reincarnation, siyempre you have your soul. I think your soul has one way of remembering your previous life or lives, but syempre when you are born already here, the DNA that was genetically embedded to you, like the one you are born with, is gonna be different, if you know what I'm saying. So, basta yun, guys. So we are one-time phenomenon in the universe. Our exact genetic makeup has never occurred before, nor will it ever be repeated. For all of us, this uniqueness first expresses itself in childhood through certain primal inclinations. Okay? So, for Leonardo, it was exploring the natural world around his village and bringing it to life on paper in his own way. For others, it can be an early attraction to visual patterns, often an indication of a future interest in mathematics, or it can be an attraction to particular physical movements or spatial arrangement. How we can explain such inclinations? They are forces within us that come from a deeper place that conscious words can express. They draw us to certain experiences and away from others. As these forces move us here or there, they influence the development of our minds in very particular ways. This primal uniqueness naturally wants to assert and express itself, but some experience it more strongly than others. With mastery, it with masters, it is so strong that it feels like something that has its own external reality, a force, a voice, a destiny. In moments we engage in an activity that corresponds to our deepest inclinations, we might experience a touch of this. We feel as if the words we write or the physical movements we perform come so quickly and easily that they are coming from outside us. So we are literally inspired, the Latin word meaning something from the outside breathing within us. So, 'di ba, when you are inspired, kind of like it's an outside force eh. Just you can't be inspired by yourself. Maybe you see something or you have witnessed something or you have may feel uh there's a lot of factors that might cause you, about that certain inspiration, right? When you have seen something so gorgeous or so beautiful that kind of activate a force inside of you, diba? So let us state it in the following way. At your birth, a seed is planted. The seed is your uniqueness. It wants to grow, transform itself, and flower to its full potential. It has a natural assertive energy to it. The life's task is to bring that seed to flower, to express your uniqueness through your work. You have a destiny to fulfill. The stronger you feel and maintain it as a force, a voice, or in whatever form, the greater your chance for fulfilling this life's task and achieving mastery. What weakens this force that makes you not feel or even doubt its existence is the degree to which you have succumbed to another force in life, social pressures to conform. This counter force can be very powerful. You want to fit into a group, unconsciously, you might feel that what makes you different is embarrassing or painful. Your parents often act as a counter force as well. They may seek to direct you to a career path that is lucrative and comfortable. If these counter forces become strong enough, you can lose complete contact with your uniqueness, with who you really are. Your inclinations and desires become modeled on those of others. So I hope every one of you is like following your gut. Like I hope you have the strength to do that. Kasi only you could know the path which is good for you, which is right for you, which feels, which, the path that actually makes you feel alive. So, kayo lang yung nakakaalam nun. It's your job, guys, to know, to experience, to still look every day kung whatever path is that. Okay, so this can set you off on a very dangerous path. You end up choosing a career that does not really suit you. Your desire and interest slowly wane, and your work suffers for it. You come to see pleasure and fulfillment as something that comes from outside your work because you are increasingly less engaged in your career. You fail to pay attention to changes going on in the field. You fall behind the times and pay a price for this at moments when you must make important decisions. You flounder or follow what others are doing because you have no sense of inner direction. So that is really an important thing. Kailangan may sense of self ka and you have that sense of inner direction to pursue your unique own path or radar to guide you. You have broken contact with your destiny as formed at birth. Okay, so let's get it there. Thank you guys for listening and thank you for helping me make this world a better place for all of us and for the future generation. Okay, so I will do many things pa. Yeah. So, I hope na matapos ko yung dapat tapusin. Kasi I'm kind of like decluttering many things in my life. And physical things also. So, I'm trying to be extremely organized. Yan guys, and I will see you again. So, yan na.